It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. Don't say anything yet. Don't. Nope. Quiet.
What?
Okay, now you may talk.
Okay.
I
What
didn't
was
have your
the?
level adjusted.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't have maladjusted levels.
Well,
That
no,
would be.
it makes an unpleasant experience for the listener. When you're like
Yes.
way over the top of me and I'm
Right.
barely trying to get a word in, so I have to adjust levels. Because on
I
your end, to
understand
turn
that.
your mic down, that would take us 3 days to figure that out.
I can't. It's just there are too many buttons here,
I
and
know
I'm afraid if I touch the wrong one, something will explode.
something will
And
go
we can't
kaplooey.
take that. We can't take that
You don't
chance.
want that. Hey, did you see the Tigers last night? Big win. Big win last night.
Dude, there's no such thing as a big win for the Tigers at this point in the season.
They won.
All the teams are playing out the string, those that are not in playoff contention. If you're not in a wild card spot, or you're not winning your division or have a chance to win your division, it's over.
But they won.
Your guys aren't even paying it. Nobody cares.
Yes, they
It
do.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
None of it matters.
We got the Miggy celebration coming up. We got, games to
Yeah,
still watch. This
yeah. There's no. Yeah,
this is nice.
No, it's not. Well, I guess you could say it's nice because there's zero pressure because you're not in contention for anything.
Yeah.
Because you're a bad baseball team and you're going to pretend an over the hill superstar, as he is, Miguel Cabrera, superstar, future Hall of Famer. There's no question about that. But he's way over the hill. And he gets all these old man gifts now. And as you salute him as he rides off
Did you see?
into the sunset, and that's great. It's
Did you
great,
see the A's?
but no, I didn't. I didn't watch the game.
The A's give him a bottle of booze, and I
Of
thought, boy,
course.
you don't give a recovering alcoholic a bottle of booze. What kind of bullshit is that? I'm like,
See, I
dude,
didn't
that's a
know
little
Miguel.
insensitive.
I didn't know. Maybe they were doing it to be ironic.
I don't know.
There you go.
I thought
When
that
you
was
Miguel, when you finally fall off the wagon, which will happen because you're about to retire and you're not going to know what to do with yourself, and you'll start to think about,
Do you think
your past and how
do you think he
everything
carries
is
on in
now.
baseball, or does he just
I
retire
don't
and
know.
go away?
Yeah, do you go into? He's not going to go into broadcasting.
No, he can't. He can't speak well.
He can't. He could, you could coach. You could just enjoy. I mean, I don't know. It's a good question. That's the thing when you're a professional athlete, high level or even mid level, and your career is over, and you're still in your 30s,
Yeah,
or maybe 40-ish. You still have basically half your life to go.
yeah.
And that's why a lot of these guys, that's why people worry about, why can't Tom Brady? What else is Tom Brady going to do that's going to give him the high of that level of competition? And it's the same with baseball. In fact, I think it's even more so in baseball because you can have that longer career and you don't want to let it go.
Right.
And it's always interesting to see what these guys end up doing. And all of them even if you go into coaching or you go into managing, or maybe you go into the front office, you will never recapture that thing that you had.
You just got to get your mind
You
around
won't.
the idea of the next chapter, right? And make of that what you can. So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
okay.
I mean, and that's easy. That's easy to say, but when you haven't done that thing
Right.
for as long as they've done it at that level, you can't. There's only a former professional athlete who's competed at that level can understand. Even if you're somebody who played, throughout your school years, throughout high school, even if you made it to college and were able to play whatever sport in college, and then that's over, that's still an easier adjustment, obviously. But when this has been your life for the vast majority of your life, and now you got to figure out, what else do I do? What else is going to drive me?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard for a lot of these guys,
Well,
and it's impossible for some, and some, go off the reservation.
You never know. Well, here's the thing. Tigers won last night, and that's what matters.
Okay. Nobody cares. All right.
Yeah, they care. They do.
They really don't. Even the people watching the game don't care.
At
this point in the season, you don't even care. If the Tigers lost, would you have been sad? or upset at all.
Maybe a little.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
No, you
maybe a
wouldn't.
little. Yeah, a little.
It's different than if you're a Lions fan and the Lions lost to Atlanta and you're 1-2 and the season's and you got to wait a week for the next game. You're pissed. It ruins your weekend. That's the difference between football and pretty much every other sport.
Well, why can't I be just a little disappointed when
You're just
everybody
not.
else is going to go all A, B, and B and be pissed? See, I can
I'm not
I
saying
can
you
be
have
I
to.
can be happy that the Tigers won. I can be a little disappointed that they lose.
You don't have
That's
but well,
mellow.
that's the thing is, yeah, that's Mel. That's
That's calling
baseball
it. You know what
fandom.
that's called? That's called
That's
having your shit
baseball.
together.
No, that's called baseball fandom. That's what baseball fandom is. It's kind of relaxed. It's like watching golf, until you get to the postseason. Now, when you get to the postseason, you can be red knuckling it every pitch. I've said there's no bigger like difference between a postseason and a regular season than there is between baseball, where you play 162 games and you got to pretend some 3-game series in July in Milwaukee means something, which it doesn't, to the postseason when every pitch could be the be all end all. And it's just the intensity of Major League Baseball postseason. I mean, it's up another level compared to the regular season,
Well, for
compared to
me, I
any other
won't care
sport.
because the Tigers aren't in the postseason. So
Okay, then, all right, well, adopt the Cubs or something. I
I don't want to do that.
Then you're not. But that's that's fine. It's probably good for your blood pressure to just watch a nice, relaxed, meaningless end of the season game and not really give a shit who wins or loses.
Well, I'm just telling you.
Than it is to be fully engaged in it.
Yeah, I was fully engaged in the game last night.
But not emotionally. You're not
Yeah,
emotionally.
I was emotionally. I was there. I was right.
You don't understand. It's
I
okay.
understand.
You don't get
I get it. Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
Federal Trade Commission.
Are you going to talk about the Tigers winning last night?
That will be in sports.
Oh,
I will touch
wonderful.
on that.
We can talk about that because I have another thought about the Tigers win last night.
Okay, well,
and I'll save that till sports.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bless you. All right. The Federal Trade Commission is suing Amazon. The commission plus 17 state attorneys general filed a suit on Tuesday. They accused the tech giant of maintaining its monopoly power to inflate prices, degrade quality, and stifle innovation for consumers and businesses. Amazon allegedly punishes sellers on its platform that offer products at discounted rates elsewhere online. It's kind of like what shadow banning is on the former Twitter.
Yeah.
Or on YouTube. But I totally get Amazon doing that because, okay, you're allowing somebody to sell something on your platform. You're allowing that. You're giving them, you're getting something for it, but you're allowing them to do this, and that ups their brand because you're selling it on Amazon. Then you go and offer it at a discounted rate somewhere else. Yeah, I'm going to make you a little less noticeable. I'm going to maybe, downgrade, your position online. That's what you would do in that situation. I think this is a lot. This makes me want to buy more Amazon products. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because you've got these government entities coming in, trying to take down a successful business that just gives great products to.
I don't think they're trying to take them down. I think they're just trying to adjust.
They're
something.
suing. They're suing.
They're trying to take them down.
They're trying
to straighten something out.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what the FTC and 17 attorneys general are. They're all about. They're just on the side of good. They just want fairness. Bullshit.
Well, here I'll tell you what. Of the Amazon, I was a little disappointed last night to find out that my roll-on is no longer available. And you know what?
Go to Walmart.
No, they don't have it in Walmart. They don't make it.
Go to Meijer.
Here's the thing. I have to find roll-on now that's not made by Arid Extra Dry. And the roll-ons that are out there, you ready for this? 50 to 60 bucks a tube.
Dude, just grab yourself some Speed Stick or Old Spice and be done with it.
No.
Don't overthink deodorant. Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Old Spice works.
No,
go Old Spice. Oh, puke. God. Oh, no. I'm going to do the spray-on dial.
No, I use roll-on. Roll-on. Not spray on.
Nobody uses roll on.
Everybody uses roll on.
What are you, a 14-year-old girl in 1981? All right.
Well, you'll be happy to know I
Oh,
found an Avon product that comes highly rated.
oh, good,
That's a
fantastic.
roll-on, unscented roll-on.
Oh, of course, because God forbid something smells like something. Target is closing 9 stores in major cities across 4 states. An uptick in theft and organized crime has made the environment unsafe for staff and customers. The closings will go into effect October 21st, including 3 stores in Portland, of course, the capital of defund the police, 2 in Seattle, where they shut down the city for some reason a few years ago, 1 in New York City's East Harlem, because it's East Harlem, and 3 in San Francisco, where you can still steal up to $999 worth of stuff, get arrested, and then immediately released.
Hmm.
Of course, you do have to step over, heroin needles, homeless people, and human feces to get into the Target. But I mean, until you clean these cities up, businesses aren't going to want to stay there. So, how's about you get your shit together, clean up the shit, and, maybe make your city better. And then businesses and people will want to, stay there and thrive, and,
Mhm.
things will be better. Until
Okay.
then, you're going to lose more targets. So there you go.
Okay.
Am I right or wrong on that? I don't know. Maybe I'm way off base and think maybe you might want to do something in those cities. I don't know.
I
Just throwing it out
I
there.
have a few thoughts, but you think they're dumb, so I'll
No,
just leave them out.
no. Maybe they will give me pause.
It's called the fourth world, and it's going on everywhere. It's finally here. And if not addressed properly, and by addressing it properly, I don't mean running over what homeless people have with a bulldozer. If it's not addressed properly, it's going to continue. And we're going to have encampments of people into the 50 to 100,000 living in a non-policed, non uh no
That's true.
yeah, we're not going to have
That's true.
utilities for these people. They're going
Mhm.
to be living under bridges, they're going to be living in tin shacks, they're going to be
Yep.
eating out of the dump, and they're going to make about 7 cents a day. So we can continue the way we try to address homelessness and mental health and everything else that plays into what
Mhm.
we're seeing with this fourth world emergence, or we could stop and go, okay, this isn't working. What are we going to do to help lift these
They're not
people
going to
up
do it.
some and stop this?
They're not going to do
But
it.
everybody sits there and goes, well, hell,
There's
Bible says
there's
if,
more.
if people come into my community, I got to run them out because they're going to take over my
No,
whole existence. Well,
no, you got
until
to get
that
them
gets
off the
fixed,
street.
huh?
You got to get them off the street.
Yeah,
You
you
got to
do.
get them into. You got to get them into facilities for treatment
Nothing
because
that we're
they're
doing now
addicts.
works.
Because they're addicts and they need help.
I couldn't
These
agree more.
people, these people need help. Okay, you can't just throw money at them.
I
You can't just put them in housing either,
I
because that ain't
couldn't
gonna
agree
work.
more.
So yeah, see, why did you think we'd necessarily be in a disagreement on this? I didn't. There you go. They need
Well,
help,
because
and
shaking your
they don't
finger at a city and telling them to shape it up ain't gonna fix
because
nothing.
they suck. They suck, and it's the government officials that suck,
Okay.
that don't want to really address these problems.
All right,
They
Dave.
want to
Tomorrow,
preach
you're
about
the mayor of Portland. What's your
it.
answer?
Well, the first thing you need is a better police presence than you had before. In California, you need to get rid of the. We know what we're not going to. It's okay. Here's the problem: they've
No, answer. I need an
decriminalized
answer.
certain crimes. We're going to make crimes again,
Okay.
and you're going to pay for your crimes. You're not going to just be able to go into a Target and steal $999 worth of shit and then walk out, get arrested, and be released because you didn't steal $1,000 worth of shit. That's a big thing. And
Okay. Now, in
uh,
order to
get
make that
get
arrest,
mental health prevent. And
in
then when it
order to
comes to
make
the
that
homeless,
arrest, hang on. In order to make
go
that
ahead.
arrest, you got to have room in the jail. Do you have
Yeah,
it?
I think we do. I'm not hearing that these jails are necessarily overcrowded in
Well, they
these
are.
areas. Then you need other facilities. You need to build other
Okay.
facilities.
Well, then you're going
So
to
there's
have.
that.
Well, hang on, Mr.
Hmm.
Mayor. If you're going to have all the
Okay.
other facilities, you're going to have to fund
Hmm.
those. Where's that money
Yeah,
going
of
to come
course.
from?
What do you mean? Where's it going to come from? Well, you've got taxes, and private entities that can contribute. I mean,
Of
everybody
course, everybody in the private sector wants to
everybody,
throw their money toward housing up slobs that live on the street. Everybody in the private sector is going to do that. So that's
it's
a
going
good
to cost
solution.
more money. It's going to cost more money to do it,
Yeah,
obviously.
it
But
is.
you
Where's
can't.
that going to come
Yes,
from?
I
Because we're
said
living in
in
free
part
America where
taxes.
we can free
People live
enterprise all over the place and none of this stuff has to get paid for.
Dude, nobody is saying not to tax people. I mean, you can make the argument that it's theft. I don't make that argument, but yeah, it's going to take more money from the people who live there. It is.
Hmm.
It's going to take more. It's going to take smarter people. It's going to take people not being ground down by their political biases. People got to actually work together on this, but they have no interest in working together. They have no interest.
I'm just saying,
Zero.
if you want to fix it, you got to
Yeah,
look
I'm
at the
telling you.
you got to look at the root here.
What is the root?
Well,
What
the
is the
root
root?
is the fourth world that's emerging. We
Okay,
know
why
that.
did that fourth world?
And
No, why did that emerge?
why? Because
Opioid
oh,
epidemic
really? Oh,
is one
okay.
of the major. Sorry, but that's what's causing the homelessness. Okay, it's not
It's
woman
not
of
trickle down
three couldn't
economics that's
quite.
not working.
No,
It's not.
no,
Okay.
it's not that. It's not that. It's addicts. It's
Okay.
addiction. It's people not feeling like they're worth anything. Once you people who don't have meaning in their lives, people who don't. It's a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things.
It's a lot of
It's
things.
corporations. It's corporations too. It's a lot of things. It's not just one thing, but the big, I would say, the impetus for a lot of this is the opioid epidemic that we still ignore.
Okay.
We still ignore it.
All right.
100%.
Well, thank you for that.
All right. Two Michigan cities have been named to a new nationwide list of the best places in America for fall colors. Munising and Ontonagon in the UP made the Country Magazine's list of the best towns in the U.S. for fall foliage. 55 cities in the country were featured. I just one of those things. It's a product of being old now. I appreciate that. I didn't care about leaf changing. I love the fall. It is my favorite time of the year, easily.
Love it.
I don't want to say easily. I love summer. I adore fall, especially early fall.
I will
This
take
is
that.
the best time of year.
Yes,
100%.
Wonderful.
It's fantastic. Sports, Tigers beat Kansas City 6-3. Oh my God, it's amazing. Congratulations.
Oh, back to the Tigers.
Wow.
You know, one thing I'm going to truly miss about the Tiger season?
Falling asleep at 8:30 in the morning,
No,
or 8:30
no,
at
no,
night
no.
in the seventh inning when they're down
Trevor
6-2.
Thompson. I think
Okay.
Trevor Thompson adds to those games in ways that most of the reporter role. I think he's very astute in his commentary and his reports. I think he's a great broadcaster, and
Okay.
I enjoy his reports a lot. I just wanted to get that on record. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Johnny
Fantastic.
Kane just kind of stands there like a meathead, good looking
All right.
meathead.
Yeah.
Trevor Thompson, on the other hand, has got something to say. I like him.
So Trevor Thompson is not as good looking.
No, it's nothing to do with looks. but Johnny,
just saying,
Johnny Kane is a better looking guy.
Okay, but he adds nothing. He's an empty suit.
Yeah, kind of.
He's
like
an empty suit.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What?
I lean on my my intellect such that it is.
Mm-hmm.
My 7 years of a 4-year college, 2-year junior college that I never got an associate's degree from. All right.
Perfect.
Atlanta beats the Cubs. Cubs blow a 6-0 lead. They fall to Atlanta.
And you just
Cubs
told me to be a Cubs fan.
Cubs lose. Yes, because they're still probably going to end up with the wild card. So they have no shot at the division now. So they probably, I think, going to squeeze in to a wild card spot. Yeah. But that's sports.
All right. Jeopardy for 1,000 today. It's Museum Podge again.
Okay.
You just want
to hodgepodge museum.
Do you want to just give up the $1,000 and go over 50?
No, because it might be the Guggenheim this time. I don't know.
It might be. The portfolio of this Chinese American architect includes the West Wing of the Boston Museum of Fine Arts.
His family doesn't even know who he is.
I know.
I don't know.
Okay. IMP. PEI. Pay or pay.
See, you don't even know.
I don't
You
even.
had the answer,
I
and
read
you
questions.
didn't know what it
That's
was.
all I do. I'm not the writer.
Oh man.
So
okay.
All right. You go get the cops and clean up all that homeless trouble.
I'll try to.
All right. Thank you.
No, you don't want them dealing with that. They can't deal with
That was your first answer. More cops.
No, I said you get the cop to arrest the criminals who are stealing not quite $1,000 worth of stuff.
Have yourself a great Wednesday, Dave.
I don't listen. See ya.
Happy Wednesday, Muskegon. We will have some scattered showers to contend with, especially this morning. However, a warming trend is on the way by the weekend, so let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trendy Health. Starting out with your weather headlines, we will be dealing with those scattered showers, like I said, but mostly during the morning hours, as during the afternoon, the heaviest of the rain should start to trend further to the south. And then by Thursday, we'll likely clear out, stay dry as well. And like I said, a warming trend will arrive by the weekend. Here's what the future radar could look like at 11 a.m. You can see most of the heavy rain will be during the morning hours, and then during the afternoon, I think all that rain will begin to shift southward toward the Indiana border. High temperatures today, as a result, with all the clouds and showers at times, will be held into the lower 70s, similar to what we saw on Tuesday. So for your Wednesday, expect a high of 71 with scattered showers, especially during the morning hours. Otherwise, we'll be pretty overcast today. Then going overnight, it's not impossible we could have a few lingering showers as an upper low pivots across the region with a low of 58. However, then our attention turns to this coming weekend, going into the first week of October, honestly. It looks like things will be pretty warm around here, feeling more like summer than fall, so you might have to hold on to those pumpkin spice drinks a little bit later on into the month of October. And that's reflected on the 7-day forecast with highs getting near 80. By Sunday, we'll stay into the upper 70s, though, into next week with plenty of sunshine. So a nice forecast is expected in the medium to long term, but in the meantime, we'll be dealing with those showers, especially this morning. And that's your Wednesday forecast brought to you by Trendy Health on the Muskegon channel. And I'm Cole Woods Weather, and enjoy your day today.